distance along y is distance along x-axis tan theta. There's the first phase, then plus 1 over 2 times gravity, the distance along x raised by 2 over initial speed squared cos square theta. That's a very popular formula. This formula, we've used it a couple of times in our previous lesson. So by now, we should be very much aware of this formula. We should know it should be more than an acquaintance to us. So what do we do next? Now let's first of all interpret this. Now we're going to be using 60 degrees first. So don't forget the fact that there's a clause. The distance covered along the horizontal, that is along the x-axis, must be the same. You understand? For 60 degrees and for 30 degrees, the distance covered along the x-axis must be the same thing. So since that is known, it's very easy. So first of all, for 30 degrees, for angle 30 degrees theta, angle 60 degrees, I beg your pardon. So let's say the distance that will be covered, distance along x-axis, we don't know, we are not given, then tan 60 degrees, that's what we're using first. Now don't forget that this very body was shot into the air, as you can see, elevation of 60 degrees. So elevation simply means from the ground to the top. So it means this body was shot like this against gravity. So for the fact that this body was shot, there was an elevation, it means that the gravity will be minus 10 meter per second squared. That's what it means. So that will be 1 over 2 times minus 10. Then the distance along the x-axis, we are not told that. We don't really have a business with that. So initial speed, now don't forget the initial speed is going to be the same thing because we're talking about the body being shot with the same speed at different angles. So initial speed is the same thing we're talking about. Then the angle is 60 degrees, that's cos 60 degrees raised to power 2. So that's what we have. We have everything set out here. So what do we have? Distance along the y-axis. So distance along the x-axis. What's tan 60? Tan 60 is, when we talk about tan 60 is root 3 over 1. That's tan 60. You can use a calculator for that. Then plus 2 over 1, 2 over 5. That's minus 5. So distance along the x-axis raised by 2 over u squared times, what do we have? Cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 over 2. 1 over 2 raised by 2 is 1 over 4. So what